everybody, Bam Collectibles here, back for another statue unboxing review for you. I've been looking forward to finally showcasing Kakuzu on the channel for many months now, and today is that day. Because him and Hidan are known as the Zombie Duo, I felt this best to do right around the Halloween time. First things first, this base is all one giant piece that you see in front of you. Shocking that they didn't, separate certain pieces to allow them to connect separately, but there was no breakages at all. Surge's packaging is amazing. As we see here, we have the Red Clouds nameplate around the front. This arm over here was sculpted separately on one of his beasts. Well, I guess beast isn't probably the right word, but one of his masks that he uses to manipulate different elements with his jutsu that's very unique to him. In order to support the different masks on the statue, we have this giant tree trunk that's shooting upwards. We can see some notches, also some dust clouds. The main purpose of this being as the backbone of the statue. So it also provides some counterbalance weight. If we back up a little, we can see here's the full base together. Just a reminder to those that may have missed my reaction video a few days ago, pre-orders for Figurama Naruto vs. Pain will start this Saturday, October 30th at 11 p.m. JST. If you are looking to save $35 off of your order, please use the coupon at checkout, BAM NVP EFS. That's going to stand for BAM Naruto vs. Pain Elite Fandom Statue. There was a small update that they provided in that Naruto's head sculpt has been modified, as you see here. Definitely an update for the better. Again, this statue is going to feature 2 torsos for Naruto, 2 heads for Pain with different emotions. Fukasaku, Shima, Katsuyu. Also on the back of Fukasaku, we're going to have the message that Jiraiya left on him. I also did mention in my reaction video, there's a bit of Pray to Pain rubble that's going to be seen on the bottom of the base. If you plan to go in on this amazing masterpiece, be sure to mark your calendars because these statues tend to sell out in under 24 hours. Heck, this one could be less than an hour due to how beloved the anime is, mixed with this being a popular clash in the series. Jumping back in, this is going to be the Fire Mask's body. Again, we have those dust clouds that were sculpted onto there, and it blows my mind, honestly, with all these different fragile tips and spikes that they sculpted on here that I seriously did not have any breaks for this. This is where the arms are going to be going into, the mask goes into there, and also we have the other arm into there. But just incredible overall. How the heck they accomplished these just blows my mind. These pieces are extremely solid overall. Now the hands, similar to the body, have that light shading that go from the fingertips to the rest of the body. It gets a little bit darker as things go along. So we have this arm right here, and then we also have the other arm that was sculpted separately. So we'll get those installed onto the sides. What is neat about this one is it was sculpted separately, so we get to take a look at it up close. I love the nice blending of both clear and painted resin on here. Now, one of the things about this statue you have to be aware of too is there's actually no LEDs on this one because there's not a lot of clear resin going on, but it definitely would have been cool to see maybe these flames light up, but the engineering behind that would have been crazy to see. One of the things about this statue is it feels organic and natural in the way that the masks are being supported and floating in the air. Next up, we have the lightning mask. I love how every single body was sculpted very uniquely and differently. Also, the way that Kakuzu manipulated the different elements for all these were amazing. The combos that he was able to create. For those that have been following the channel for a while, you will know that Surge Studio is a favorite of mine. I've been collecting them for many years now. It's crazy to think that it's been years trying to complete this line, but soon when Zetsu ships, it will be the end of the line. I can finally do that complete showcase of all Akatsuki members. For this one, it's going to connect to the large notch you saw in the back, and also kind of the tail part of the bottom section rests on the wooden log on the bottom of the hand, very similar to the other ones. And they also have these lightning effects that it came with. This is the first one. There's also a second. Small little notches inside that do help it to connect to the sides of the mouth that, again, make it look like it's coming from the mask. I thought about trying to custom light some of these little effect pieces, the clear resin, but honestly, most of them are just too small and probably not worth the effort that it would do. It wouldn't accent the statue well enough to award the effort that I put into it. Lastly, we have the wind mask, which is going to be the largest we've seen so far, mainly because this tail is going to be wrapping around that back trunk. Here's the notch. You can tell by this alone, honestly, it's the largest one yet. That magnet is what helps it hold it into position. There's some little slats there where a wing type effect will be going later. There's a close-up of the mask itself. I have to be careful while showcasing this because the tail could whack the back of the statue. It's just that close to everything else. This one probably is one of the trickiest to get connected because you don't want to scratch the back of the wood too much or rub some paint off. This is the arm that it comes with. No need to look at it closely, just like the other ones. And the wings that I mentioned before are just like large black spider webs. For being what they are, they did do a nice job with these. Also, here's the second one. The notch, or the way it connects to the side of the statue, does look different from the other one. So far, I have seen a few Kakuzu statues hit the market, but this one is my favorite because we do have all 4 masks represented, as you see here. If you look towards the back, you will see that tail that is wrapping around the trunk, as I mentioned before. Getting excited because my MNT graded cards are currently being processed, which I can't wait to get those back. This is kind of my loose version of the card that I will be displaying next to it when the graded version comes back. I have a special surprise today because in a few weeks, I'm going to be doing a massive card unboxing of these packs that you see right here. These are from an unofficial set, but of all the unofficial sets I've opened up so far, these are my favorite. I love the style that they use and how they went with them. We'll take a look and jump on in. We have Sakura, Sasuke, Choji, and then this is the Naruto. So this is an SR, and they come with this 5th card that's like a chibi version of them, where it's like a transparent on the sides. So far from a box that I opened, you can get SRs, SSRs, URs, ARs, which I'm assuming is alternate arts, and at the end it's SPs, which I guess are special cards. So again, we have the SR there, and then here is going to be that transparent chibi card. Anyway, I would love to collect the whole set. I have like 7 or 8 booster boxes, maybe more. There's like 20 packs per box, so I don't know if I'm going to be cracking them all open on camera, but definitely look forward to that fun video in the future. And hey, we still got another SR. You know what? Because we didn't get anything too crazy, let me just grab one more pack. We'll see if we can get something. For those that are not subscribed to the channel, I have a challenge for you. If I pull something better than an SR here, you gotta subscribe to the channel. If not, nothing changes. For those that are already subscribed, thank you so much for supporting my content. And we have an ultra rare. These are my favorite cards in these series. They have these like duo different versions where we have the tail beast and Jinchuriki next to each other. Only chance to get 2 of these in the whole box set. So man, I hope to one day collect all 9 of these if I can when we crack all of those open. Definitely going to be giving away some duplicates and extras when I unbox that. Now, bad statue unboxer alert. I forgot to install 2 different pieces. This one goes back on the right section, and also this whole arm I forgot to put on that front left version of the mask. I couldn't believe I forgot to put this on there, but there it goes. And next up, we have the edition size steel plate that has been a staple since the second statue they came out with. We have the nice silhouette of the statue, the edition size represented there on the very bottom, and Surge's logo in the top left. Also this cool little stand so it can sit up right next to your statues. Unlike every other Surge Studio character, this is the first where the cloak isn't sculpted on there. So on the bottom right here, we have the notch where he connects to the bottom of the base. And on the other side here, you'll notice we have those painted toenails that obviously we see from all the members. That still blows my mind that they do that. But then the cloak itself is going to be wrapping around the body. Obviously, it's splitting and breaking off because of all the masks that have released from his back. Decals were done nicely on the cloak. And if we zoom into the back, we'll see the inside of the body. You can see all the different strings that are going on there. Such a crazy jutsu that he uses. Honestly, if there's one character that I have to admit that I don't know enough of, it's definitely Kakuzu. I could use a little bit of time doing some research better to understand him. I know I've seen other versions of him also where he doesn't have his wrappings around his head, and he's got, I believe, his shirt's off and his hair's loose from the Storm games. That would be crazy cool to see a version of him like that one day. Actually, it would be pretty cool to see some of the members in more of their casual attire. I think Hidan had like a leather jacket with some fur around the neckline. Crazy to think about. But we have the arm in the back here that's showcasing the limbs splitting in multiple different directions based on the strings that he uses accordingly in the show. But crazy cool looking. Another thing that would be cool to see Kakuzu more in that wild form where these strings have completely bursted and taken over his body. So as much as I'd love to see LEDs, this is obviously just a nice floodlight that goes behind them, but everything together, here is how it looks. Don't leave just yet. We're gonna be pulling in the Hidan statue from Surge so we can see how they look, but it's just such a nice, full and balanced statue showcasing him, and we have all the different masks in there, so amazing. And here is the Hidan side by side. Always amazing to see another character added to this line of statues, and specifically this combo I've been waiting to showcase around the Halloween time. So for those that are watching it around this time live, have a happy Halloween enjoy time with your family or getting some candy if you're a youngin', and I'll see you in the next video. Everybody do what you love and love what you do. Bam out.